She didn't leave you because she stopped loving you. She left you because she stopped respecting you. And respect is not given, it's taken. Today I'm going to show you the dark truth behind why women leave, and the psychological principles that weak men never learn. Stay until the end because the last point will change how you see everything. Every day, millions of men wake up confused. They were kind. They were loyal. They did everything right. And still she left. They replay the memories. They send the texts. They beg, and it makes everything worse. Here's what nobody tells you. Kindness without strength is not attractive. It's invisible. Women are not wired to respect weakness, no matter how much they love you. This is not about being cruel. This is not about manipulation. This is about understanding the dark psychology behind human attraction and why most men fail without ever knowing why. The first dark truth is this. You became too available. You were always there. Sounds good, right? Wrong. Psychology calls this the scarcity principle. When something is rare, it becomes valuable. When something is everywhere, it becomes worthless. You texted back in seconds. You canceled your plans for her. You made her your entire world. And slowly, without even realizing it, she stopped seeing you as a man she could lose. She started seeing you as a given. And nobody fights to keep what they think will always be there. The men who understand dark psychology know one simple rule. Never let anyone feel like they have you completely. Not because you are playing games, but because a man with a real life, a real purpose, and real standards will naturally be unavailable sometimes. Build your life so full that she has to earn your time. That is not manipulation. That is power. The second dark truth is that you lost your edge. When she met you, there was something different about you. Maybe you had goals. Maybe you had opinions. Maybe you pushed back sometimes. But slowly you started agreeing with everything. You softened every edge. You became easier to be around. You thought that would make her happy. It did the opposite. Dark psychology teaches us that tension creates attraction, not conflict, not drama, but tension. The feeling that this person has standards, that this person can walk away, that this person is not desperate for my approval. The moment you stopped having that edge, she stopped feeling that tension. And without tension, there is no attraction. There is only comfort, and comfort without respect turns into friendship, and friendship without attraction turns into goodbye. The third dark truth is that you gave her all the power. You put her on a pedestal. You treated her like she was doing you a favor by being with you. Every decision became about what she wanted. Every plan revolved around her mood. Every argument ended with you apologizing, even when you were right. And here is the dark reality of human psychology. People do not respect what they can fully control. It is wired into our nature. We value what challenges us. We respect what has boundaries. We are attracted to what we cannot completely possess. When you gave her all the power, you took away the one thing that kept her interested. The feeling that she had to work for you too. The fourth dark truth is about emotional weakness. There is a difference between being emotionally open and being emotionally dependent. Sharing your feelings is strength. Making her responsible for your emotional state is weakness. When you started calling too much when she was busy. When you got anxious every time she did not reply fast. When your mood depended entirely on how she treated you that day. She felt it. Women feel emotional dependency before men even realize they are showing it. And it is one of the most powerful attraction killers in dark psychology. A man who cannot regulate his own emotions signals one thing: I am not safe to depend on. Because how can she feel secure with a man who is not secure within himself? The fifth dark truth is that you stopped being a mystery. In the beginning, she did not know everything about you. There were layers. There was depth. There was something to discover. But over time, you told her everything. Every fear, every insecurity, every past wound. You thought vulnerability would bring you closer. And vulnerability can be powerful when it is mutual and well-timed. But when you opened every door too fast, you left nothing for her imagination. Dark psychology teaches that mystery is not about hiding who you are. It is about revealing yourself slowly. It is about having a rich inner world that she can never fully access. The most magnetic people in the world are not the most open ones. They are the ones who make you feel like there is always more to discover. The sixth dark truth is that you needed her validation too much. You looked for her approval in everything. Does she like this? Is she happy with me? Did I do enough? Validation seeking is one of the most destructive patterns in relationships and in life, because the moment someone realizes you need their approval, they gain complete power over you. Dark psychology calls this the frame game. Whoever needs the other person's approval more has the weaker frame, and a weak frame is invisible to the eye, but felt in every interaction. She stopped being attracted not because you were not good enough, but because you constantly acted like you were not good enough. And people believe the story you tell about yourself through your behavior. The seventh dark truth is the hardest one. She did not leave you. The version of you she was attracted to left first. The man with ambition, the man with boundaries, the man who had a life bigger than her. That man slowly disappeared, and she stayed hoping he would come back. But he never did, so she left to find him somewhere else. This is not about blame. This is about awareness. The most powerful thing you can take from this video is not how to get her back. It is how to become the man that no woman wants to leave. And that starts with one decision. The decision to build yourself so completely that your value is never in question. Not to her, not to anyone. Here is what dark psychology ultimately teaches about attraction and power. People are drawn to those who do not need them, not because those people are cold or distant, but because they are full. They have purpose. They have standards. They have an identity that exists completely outside of any relationship. When you become that man, something shifts. You stop chasing, and the right people start coming toward you. The eighth dark truth is about silence. Most men react. They defend themselves. They explain. They justify. They send the long paragraphs at 2 a.m. trying to make her understand. And every word they send destroys what little attraction remains. Dark psychology teaches that silence is the most powerful response to disrespect. Not the silence of a man who has nothing to say, but the silence of a man who knows his worth so deeply that he refuses to beg for recognition. When you go silent after being disrespected, something powerful happens. The other person is forced to sit with their actions. They are forced to wonder, and wonder is the beginning of respect. The men who master silence master power, because in a world full of noise, the quiet man becomes the most interesting one in the room. The ninth dark truth is about purpose. The real reason she lost attraction was not another man. It was not your looks. It was not your money. It was that she could feel you had no direction. A man without purpose is a man without gravity. Nothing orbits around him. Women are biologically wired to be attracted to men who are going somewhere. Men who have a mission bigger than their relationship. Men who wake up every morning driven by something internal, not external. When you made her your purpose, you became purposeless. And a purposeless man, no matter how kind, no matter how loyal, creates one feeling in a woman: anxiety. Because she cannot build a future on a man who has no foundation. Find your purpose. Obsess over it. Build something. And watch how everything else in your life, including your relationships, transforms. The 10th dark truth is the one that will stay with you. Weakness is a choice, not weakness of body, not weakness of intelligence, but weakness of frame, weakness of standards, weakness of self-respect. Every day you choose whether to operate from strength or from fear, from abundance or from scarcity, from your own validation or from someone else's. The men who understand dark psychology understand this above everything else. Your entire life is a reflection of the frame you hold about yourself. Change the frame and you change everything. Stop shrinking. Stop apologizing for your existence. Stop making yourself smaller so others feel comfortable. Take up space. Have standards so high that only the right people can meet them, and let everyone else fall away. That is not cruelty. That is self-mastery. Here is what dark psychology ultimately teaches about attraction and power. People are drawn to those who do not need them. Not because those people are cold or distant, but because they are full. They have purpose. They have standards. They have an identity that exists completely outside of any relationship. When you become that man, something shifts. You stop chasing, and the right people start coming toward you. So start today, not for her, not to make her regret it, but because you deserve to be the strongest version of yourself. Build the body, build the business, build the mind. Go silent, go deep, go dark, and watch how the world responds to a man who no longer needs its approval. This is Dark Leverage, and this is only the beginning.